Right, son. That's it. 460 miles. Scotland, here we come. We'll have plenty of stops, mate.
Yeah, I am hungry.
Actually, to be fair, I'm a little hungry too. We're off, kind of. Just need a.
Hang on, what?
I need a wee before we go. Still 6 hours and 58 minutes, but we've done 100 yards. Give me a minute.
Oh, brilliant. It's all right, Dean. Not like it's a long drive or anything, mate.
Large cappuccino, no sugar, please. What cookies have you got? Lovely, thank
you. Made it then, Dean.
Yeah, we did, mate. Nearly 9 hours, and I'm that tired I can't work out whose keys what. I think we're in this. I think we're in here. Look.
Should have a look.
Long old day, buddy. I will see you in the morning.
Let's get some sleep then, mate. What?
We ain't sharing.
What do you mean?
Single room. Or double room. But for a single man. I guess you're going to want to know what's happening, aren't you?
What's going on, Deano?
We are in Scotland. We're on Loch Lomond. Well, we're next to Loch Lomond. We've just met our two guides, Alex and Gord. And we're going to go and have a look at some potential venues for the show in March. Matty's here, Chuckle's here.
Should we go and say hello?
Big boss man Rooney's here.
Morning, Jen.
Morning, morning. I need a trace. Alex will have a trace, won't he? Hey, yo!
We was filming, say hello.
Hello! Bonjour! Never been on film before. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes, good. We've had a nice breakfast.
You had your first.
I tried haggis for the first time.
Haggis.
Told you it was, I told you.
It was nice. Yeah, just like
I
stuffing.
like the spiciness of it.
I have this uncanny knack of knowing what people would like. Like my wife has never liked certain foods, and like 20 years in, I'm like, just try it. I guarantee you like it. She's like, oh, I really like that. So I told you.
Not like you very much though.
No. I'm still working on that.
It's gonna make me fart. I can tell. I can feel it like bubbling up already.
I'm letting them out nice and silent but violent. Anyway, we're going to go for a wander to have a look at some potential fishing spots this morning, and then this afternoon we're going to get the rods out, and Alex is going to put us to shame. What did you think? We just turned up and caught them? No. Beautiful. Cop a load of that, man. I live on an island, and the island that I live on don't look anything like that island. I'm doing something wrong. It's got like a Jurassic feel about it, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like you can't turn, knowing nothing about something as big as this, you can't turn up and just like pray that you land on it. That's why we've got Alex and Gord down here, because you know, they're local, they know where the fish shoal up certain times of the year. Whether we catch today or not, I don't know. To be fair, when you're in a venue like this, you don't care. I'd like to have a nice couple of roach, but... Yeah, dude, he's well alright, he is.
That's not far off.
Colours on that, mate. Beautiful. Top man. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Look at him.
So.
I ain't gonna hold it, I've got a thing about holding other things.
No, mate.
Alright, back you go. That way. No, that way. That way. That way. I'll have grandmother or granddad tomorrow.
Has that got you excited now, Dean?
Yeah, mate, yeah. To be fair, as soon as I saw the place, I wanted to wet the line. But we've made the decision to use today to do all the running around, so we've got a decent day at it tomorrow. Because if we do all the running around now and then we fish this afternoon, I don't think we'll give it a fair crack. Isn't that right, boss? Sorry? Yeah, just say yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody say yeah.
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 Right, you got a 40 for me, boys.
Yeah.
Dean.
Brilliant.
Top man. There we go. Well done. Hey, brother. Turns out you know we were going to travel home on Thursday.
Yeah.
We might be doing some grayling fishing on Thursday, so it's going to be a super duper late one. We're going to do some grayling fishing because I need a big boat. actually, in fairness. Checked out a few venues, couple of different lochs for trout and char. We checked out Lomond for potential roach fishing, which we're going to have a go tomorrow, and some potential perch fishing. It helps we've got options, it helps that it all looks absolutely beautiful. When we come back in March to do the real thing, obviously we've got to be a little bit lucky with the weather. But now, more than anything, I'm starving, my friend, and so I want a hot meal, and I want to get myself ready for tomorrow, because I'm going to learn a lot tomorrow. Matty, what tip you putting in?
2 ounce.
Oh, 2. Well, yeah, that's all right. I've got 2 ounce in.
That white one.
All right.
Oh, nice. That's a bend, lovely with a red fin on there, so. The optimal feeder catching length with a feeder like that, I'd say is 50 centimetres like that.
Right. I'll go half a metre then.
Yeah, like that. Obviously yours is kicking out, so it's doing the job.
Yeah. You won't until I get a big hook on there, those poor maggots.
Yeah.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Creaky these floors, aren't they?
Beef burger, that is.
Oh, that might be a PB, that.
It don't matter. Hey, you can mock it all you like, but that is my first Loch Lomond fish. That was my first Loch Lomond fish.
Good work, mate.
Right, let's have a bigger one. I want to get this in. I want to catch a £1 roach from Loch Lomond before that rain hits, and I want to be sat in a nice warm pub in about 20 minutes, because that looks
menacing, doesn't it?
That looks exactly how I pictured Scotland in January over there. Swinger. Now I'm going to net him just because he's bigger than the last. It's certainly not easy when you're doing it on the jet. Second chuck on the spot. Second fish. Absolutely beautiful. But they seem to be on it quite quick. Like, it's literally like that, and then just dropping back before I've even tightened up. Because we're in quite deep water, so even though you're feeling it down on a tight line, you've still got a little loop, so you just have to tighten up slightly to it. By the time I've tightened up on the first 2 chucks, they've been on. Perfect. Look at that, it's mint. Absolutely mint. Let's get another one. What are you going to give me for that, Tobe? £2, £3?
3, yeah, I reckon so, mate. 3.5.
It's one a bung at the moment. Oh, Alex has got one in the background too. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's big. That'll do.
That's not bad, mate.
Like literally 30 seconds ago, just after that feeder went in, you went £1. I went, no, 12, 14 ounces would be nice. I reckon that's probably about 12 ounces. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to get the boss man down from over on the other pontoon, but that's a nice fish. That'll do. That's as big as the one that I landed for the guy yesterday, and that was my target today, to catch one of them for me scent. So
It didn't take you too long, mate.
he's an handful, he is. Look at him. I've got big old shovels too. Oh. Look at him. He's got to be easily the target that we wanted. Size of the gob on it. Size of the gob on it, and I'm worrying whether I put 2 or 3 maggots on. I put 3 maggots on, didn't I?
That was the difference.
Didn't I say?
Yeah, you did.
I went, that's the old roach trick. What people don't know, 3 maggots for a big one.
You clocked it.
Yeah, I'm going to get a disgorger out. Right, hold on, give him a rest. You tell me, he's alright. No monster, but he's like... Yeah, nice fish. I just want to know roughly what, like, because I said the...
Must be about a pound.
Ah, there you go.
14
That's
ounces.
not bad.
14 ounces to a pound.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
A pound is a very rough number. I'm happy if you give it to me, but I'm not happy giving it to myself.
About 15 ounces.
That'll do.
Named in our chair. Only reason I asked.
Stay there, please don't move.
Happy with that, mate?
Yeah, I held my breath too much when I took the photograph when the funny in the head. Yeah, look at that.
Wicked shot.
Isn't it?
Yeah, mate. Good work.
Are you ready to be baffled by my super duper silverfish knowledge on loch fishing?
Enlighten us, mate.
Buckle up, baby. No, genuinely, I asked a lot of questions when we got here this morning, and before we arrived, I had a look at some of the bite-sized stuff that the boys have been doing, which, like, all the information you ever need is online, do you know what I mean? So I've fished around the world, but I'm novice at this style of fishing, so I just basically did what everyone else has done. 12-foot Aventus feeder rod, I've got Pulse 8 braid, and I've got 2 rod lengths of 8-pound drag line for a shock leader. Now, the boys have been caning me because I ain't using the shield, and I've never used it, to be fair, because I actually don't own any at the moment, because I don't do this style of fishing. But the reason I've used the drag line is because I've used it ever since it's come out. The 10-pound for my barbel fishing, the 6-pound for all my other bits and fishing, and it's never let me down. And 8-pound, I just had a spool indoors, mate, and it's working a treat. Business end, I've got a feeder boom, and to be fair, I was actually just going to bait up with these XA feeders, but it's an exchange feeder, to be fair. But because the bites are coming so quickly, I found that the fish are clearly not shy to a bit of bait, so I've just basically left it on. I was going to make 5 chucks with that and then put a window feeder on, but I've just left it on, and everyone else seems to be getting bites by putting a fair bit in. Super tight line stop, twizzled loop, and looped to that is, I've hooked it in my bleeding bait bucket, is a ready tied feeder link, or feeder hook link of about, with the swivel, with the twizzled loop, it's probably 2.5 foot, something like that. All right, and then a size 12 feeder special. And on that, I started with 2 maggots and caught a couple of razor blades, and I went to 3, caught something about 6-8 ounces, and then went to 4, and it seemed like the more maggots I put on, the bigger the fish. But I got to 5, and then it's definitely topped out. So that's it. I pinched the ground bait off Rooney. I pinched the maggots, the caster off Matty. I smashed Gord and Alex with questions this morning. I clipped up. I'm fishing reasonably tidy. I stuck it in the wet stuff, and I've caught a load of fish. Jobs are good.
Easy as that.
Didn't I tell you to buckle up? And I'm going to catch some more, hopefully.
Once you've put in a lot of bait, you'll change to the window feeders.
Yeah, but I just thought, because it's such a big venue, I just kept my bait up feeder on. And they're having it so quick.
Aye,
like the bites are so quick, so they obviously ain't shy of a bit of bait, and I just stuck a massive bunch of maggots on.
He's got mad wood.
I'll get
No way, man.
Go on, Gordy!
On the feeder.
Come on, God.
Wow.
No bad in £6 line, and that's like
Not
16
bad
hooks.
at all.
Was it £6 line?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's 4.
A £4 hook link.
Ah, yeah.
Do you want me to wait?
Yeah, man.
They look big.
They won't get scurried.
No, it's like 60.
Oh, he's a nice fish.
4 foot.
He's all day long mid double, isn't
That's it. 14, 15.
he? Yeah, 14, 15, yeah.
They're wicked, aren't they, mate?
Thing is, when you start catching them sort of like 6-8 ounce fish, you get one after the other after the other. There's a lovely fish, look at that. Absolute banger. Absolute belter, mate. Look how pristine that is, man. Well, I've got big old shovels. It's not a massive fish, but it's a quality roach, wherever you are in the country. It's a good day, man. It's a good
Great day.
Yeah. See what the other boys think as well.
Yeah.
Look. What are you, mate? What do you reckon, Ginge?
Reckon.
I'm out of bait, by the way.
Yeah, mate, I've got one. I've got one on now.
You've had
Yeah, I've got one.
you've had 5 or
Oh.
6 like that.
Yeah, every chuck in. Very similar
See,
style.
look, like no man's ever seen, totally untouched.
Yeah. It's a dead bait. It's a dead bait. I'm trying to catch a pike.
I know you are.
I've not had one yet.
What do you
but
think, though?
I love it, mate. I think
You know this sort of fishing. You
know-
do it a lot more
yeah.
than I do.
when we had our first chat about coming here to fish,
Yeah.
I thought March, Loch Lomond in Scotland. We know nothing about it. Wrong time of year for that species of fish. I thought it's going to be impossible, but we'll ask. And then when we've come in January and caught what we've caught today, get me here in March.
I'll be honest, I felt like a duck out of water this morning. That's why I punished the crap out of everybody. But I actually feel quite confident. I can come up here and do it myself now after a day
sound, yeah.
of sort of being shown the ropes.
I think next time we can come, I can do it a bit better as well. You've learnt loads today about the fish and how they eat, how they feed.
Have you?
Yeah,
I've been
loads.
picking your brains in because I've stayed on the same spot, the same bait, and when they've come in, I've caught different fish when they come in. I haven't
Yeah,
really
no,
changed
that's it.
much, but it's sort of, for me, it's been like when they're on you caught them,
Yeah,
and then they've
definitely.
sort of drifted off or possibly been pushed around by a few pike or something. But
It's very similar to like Irish fishing, isn't it?
Yeah, big, deep, clear
Yeah.
water.
You
It's
feed-
quite scatty,
You
aren't
feed
they?
till you get some turn up, and then that's it. Then you start again. Once they've gone.
when you get a run, you feel like you're God, don't you?
Yeah, and then they just vanish on you, don't you? And
Yeah.
then you catch a perch about that big.
Then you feel like Rimmer.
Enjoyed your breakfast this morning, Dean?
Some alpan and a fry up and a couple of coffees, and in a minute I'm going to go for a nice big poo, and then after that we're going grayling fishing on the river. You keep remembering it, I forget it. Nith.
The Nith?
River Nith.
Yeah.
Nith.
Nith?
I think it is.
Nith?
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to meet a guy at about 9:30. We have a look around, and then if the river's in good trim, I think we've got a couple of pools that we can have a couple of hours in. Is that right? Is that the plan?
Is there any other fish other than just grayling?
I don't know.
I think a few hammerheads come in.
Get away.
Yeah, it's not.
the warm.
No, but that's March, April time, not now.
Can't get a serious
A
answer.
few stingrays. Yeah, I think there's some chub as well.
Last day of the journey though,
Only
trip,
catch them shallow though.
isn't it? Last day of the trip.
It is, mate. It's been
And
emotional,
we
hasn't
got. Toe was trying to make the journey seem a little bit better. He went, "Do you know what? We've knocked an hour and a half off that 9-hour journey." I was like,
it? I was trying to get him ready.
the worst motivational speaker ever.
Easy to say when I'm not driving.
Yeah. Anyway, get to the river. Time to test some new gear. I've only got my new 15-foot Aventus float, which is perfect for this. If I can find it, where is it? There she is. La!
You got a spare?
Yeah, Barry was saying that sort of halfway to maybe just a bit across, so you're going to need a bit of weight. You need to mend that line, you don't want to be pulling it off.
Using body.
Yeah, so I just stuck a 6.5 gram loafer on. Ain't messing, mate.
what we're setting up here then, Dean.
Right, here we go. That's it. I ain't got any shot yet, because that's the one thing I knew I was coming up here grayling fishing and I forgot. So, I've got a size 16 feeder special hook there to 4 pound engage. Hook link of about, I don't know, what's that? 10 inches to a micro swivel, because when you wind 2 maggots in upriver, they tend to spin up, so the swivel just alleviates that, saves your line throughout the session. But also that is going to be my sort of final dropper, and then my bulk shot's going to be about here. But I need to get my bulk shot off Rooney and Matt because I forgot my shot. And that's it. We're fishing in about 4 foot of water. I've got 6.5 gram loafer there, which is generally like everywhere you go, chub fishing and grayling fishing on slightly bigger rivers. The biggest thing you can learn is make sure you're not undergunned, because when you mend that line, especially on a big river like this, you don't want to be pulling your float out of the, well, off the line that the fish are on, but across the stream as well. You want it running right the way down, so make sure you can control the river rather than the river controlling you. And when I get my bulk shot on there, and especially bearing in mind we're sort of fishing halfway and a little bit further, bulk shot just casts a damn sight better than sort of shirt button in it as well. So yeah, sort of strong stuff, simple stuff, but that's it really. That's what most people go in with, I guess. I certainly do. And I got my new rod and my new reel. It's all shiny.
We're going to christen it today.
Hopefully there's going to be a load of grayling slime over it in about an hour.
Bit of a bum bag today.
Wow.
Yeah, one in literally back of the... See, I told you that little hole I drilled in the bottom of it.
Glory.
Actually, to be fair, I might need the other one because I've got a bit fat over lockdown.
Surely this never fit round you. Otherwise I'm in trouble.
I used to put that round the old chap. That one.
Oh, now we're talking.
Oh, so I took me dad fishing.
Someone in here,
Yeah.
and someone 50 yards down, and we'll see where the fish are.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back to the spot.
Yeah, I don't mind where we go.
The two you want to be feeding and fishing roughly halfway to start with.
Yeah, in the middle.
But in the same spot, what I'm saying is before you actually move down the pool a little bit, try a little bit past halfway and then maybe 3/4 of the way. Feed there as well, because your feed, if you're upstream, is going to feed the bottom line as well. So it helps the two of you.
We'll
to
start
work
here,
together.
you're going to go 50 yards down, we'll find out where the fish are. But we both fish down the middle to start. Okay.
So don't be scared to run it down maybe even 50, 60 yards, you know what I mean? Like I say, don't feed too heavy. You need to obviously put a wee bit of grubbing, but don't go too dark.
Yeah, no, I won't. Yeah. Alright, well let's see if we can
long,
make a big view of it.
believe it or not, it's a long way to fish all the way down towards that bridge. So it'll take you a couple of hours to get, you know, if you do it right.
Oh right, so the whole run is down to the bridge.
Oh, from here all the way.
It's a lot of water that, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying, it's a big run.
Aye, alright.
And that's why I'm happy for the two of you to fish it, because
Yeah, gotcha.
he's going to obviously cover fish that you're not going to cover, so. That might have been a bite.
Yeah, might have been a bite.
Looks like a bite.
Yeah.
Is it like middle of summer on here then, Barry?
So,
Fishing?
that's the line.
I'll have one more run for it. If you don't mind. Slightly short one.
Yeah, it's always worth having a few short casts.
Yeah, there you go.
There you are.
There you go. Oh.
Take your time.
I still haven't shut the bail on.
I kind of thought that was a bite.
Exactly that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's right where it was.
Exactly that. A slight, tiny bit shorter. Jesus Christ, this feels massive. Yeah, just slightly shorter, mate. Yeah, just like almost my side of the feed.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, my knees are shaking. It's shaking, man. It's just solid. You know when you wish for something so much and then all of a sudden it happens, you're like, no. This feels a bit heavy for a grayling though.
Probably a barb.
I would have thought if it's a salmon, it just kept going. No?
It looks awesome. Looks so good.
Has he? How's yours feel? Mine feels massive, man. Yeah, mine ain't moving. I don't think mine's a grayling. A trout, I think. It's a trout. It's a bit golden. He has mangled that. Was that? Yeah. Oh, stay still.
Oh, it's a big trout still.
Yeah, big trout, yeah.
Oh, it's a nice one as well.
It's alright, eh?
Nice one.
Yeah, he is.
How you feeling after that, mate?
Honestly, exhilarated that I got a bite, epic fight, cool fish, christened me new rod and reel, but a little bit gutted because the initial excitement was because I felt like I had a massive grayling. Yep. Alright. I think it's a grayling. It could be, yeah, I think it's a grayling. I'll work my way back because I'll need the net. That's a grayling, I'm going to angle now.
There you go, mate.
Sure is. See?
I think it's the right one this time.
I think it is the right one.
I think so too.
Oh my word! Come on! Oh, we've just gone to Brown Town. Oh no! Oh, total panic, Deano, total panic. It's quite a good fish. Jesus Christ! First one through your leg nearly. Give me the net. There you go. It nearly went through me bleeding legs. That will do. That's an absolute perler. Lovely. Right, I'm done. I'm totally satisfied. Greatest fight turned to an absolute fruit jelly. Man, I don't know how big that is, but it looks quite deep. I know.
When you come back, there'll be some.
I can't believe I didn't bring any scales.
Rooney will have. Do you want to get No.
Oh, we're happy with that toe. I don't
Well
mind
done,
eating.
mate.
I don't mind eating a manky Burger King now on the way home,
Well done, mate.
mate. And it's not even cold. They settled on 212 in the end. He said the more he looks at it, the bigger he gets. I'm sure he was talking about the fish.
Buzzing, mate, aren't you?
I'll tell you why. Because grayling's always been my nemesis species. The very first show I did was called On Course. And on course we went to the River Frome with Pete Redding. And Pete Redding put me in a pool with a load of 2-pounders and one single 3-pounder called sandy fish, and I hooked it and I lost it. And I never had another go for that, and I've never had a big grayling since. Well, I have, I've had a 2.9, but to catch a 2.12 now on the recce, that's it. If I'd have caught a 1.15 or a 2.2 or something, I might have had another go, but that's it. We're here as a team. Rooney's had one, Matty's having the waders. I'm done. That 7-hour journey home is going to be a lot shorter after that.